Welcome back to another glorious year of Wildcat Bowling. Today's first home match for the Wildcats is going to be strictly the boys. We're going up against Swanton Bulldogs. They did not have enough to make a girls team, so since they're all bowling together, it is a co-ed team who has to compete in the boys division. So the girls are not bowling today. Today is strictly boys. First up on lane 2 is Swanton. He gets them all to fall. And then on lane 4, she comes up with 4 of them. Andrew Gallagher now on 1. Comes in a bit light, looks like, and got 9, leaves the 10 pin. Here's Brennan Babcock. Comes in heavy, he gets 9. Swanton bowler number 2 gets a strike on lane 2. Andrew looking to cover his spare. He gets it. Here's Brennan, one of 2 seniors on the team this year. Up now for the Wildcats on lane 1, Slade McCorkle. As Swanton's bowler on lane 4 gets 6 of them. Here's Slade coming down. He gets a strike to start it off. Here's Riley Ehlers now on 3, the other senior. He gets a strike. Up now on lane 1, freshman Riley Ehlers. Couldn't see if that came in light or heavy, but he got 8. Leaves the 4-7. Andrew now on 2. He comes in light. He gets 8. Looks like the 4-8. Riley now looking to cover. Hunter, I'm sorry. Ehlers brothers, I got a little confused. He drops it in the channel. He leaves them up there. Andrew now looking to cover his, and he gets them. Swanton leaves the 10 pin on lane 4. Up now on lane 3, one of the Swanton girl bowlers. She comes in straight head pin. She gets 9. Swanton gets another strike on lane 1. So that's 2 strikes for him now. Slade and Brennan. Brennan gets a strike on 4. Slade gets 9. Now here's Riley on lane 4 looking for another strike. And he gets it. Slade goes to cover. Swings a little too far left. Swanton bowler on lane 3, she got 9, leaves the 2 pin. Andrew now up on 1. He gets them all to fall. Good strike by Andrew. Here's Hunter on lane 2. Comes in a bit light, gets 6. Leaves the bucket. 2, 4, 5, 8. Slade up on lane 1. Comes in a tad heavy, gets 8. Slade looking to cover now. He got 1, got the 10. The strike for Swanton on lane 2. That's 3 in a row for him. Swanton just misses the spare on 3. Here's Hunter now. Hunter went straight through, got 8. It's a 4-7. Swanton with another strike on 2. That's 6 strikes now for the Swanton 1 and 2 bowlers. Brennan and Hunter. Hunter picks up his spare. Brennan gets 9. And you're now on lane 2. Comes in a bit heavy. Straight through the head. This is a 3-7. A little bit of difficulty here to pick that one up. Brennan looking to cover his. He gets it. Swanton bowler 1 still good on lane 1 there. Andrew's spare attempt on the way. Gets the 1. Now here's Riley to wrap it up. He gets a strike. Good ball by Riley. Wildcat boys here starting out pretty good this year, beating Miller City on the road and beating Defiance last Saturday. Next up for the Wildcats, boys and girls, is Saturday down at the state kickoff tournament. Brennan Babcock gets a strike on 4. Slade gets 8. Leaves the 4-9. Saturday's match will be a split match. We will have 2 separate streams going for the boys and the girls if you're looking to watch. Believe it starts at noon. Slade just misses his spare. Riley has a good shot, gets robbed, leaves a nasty 7-10 split. Andrew now on 1. Andrew gets 9, leaves the 7-pin. Hunter up on 2. He gets 7. Riley spare on the way, takes out the 7. Andrew gets his ball to cover. Hunter just misses one of the 3. Slade McCorkle up now on lane 1. He gets a strike. Slade, I believe, is the only junior on the team. Got 2 seniors, a junior. Seniors, a junior, a sophomore, and 3 freshmen, I believe. Hunter with a strike. Another strike for Swanton on lane 2. Here's Brennan Babcock now on lane 3. Brennan gets them all to fall. Good job, Brennan. Swanton bowler 1. Lane 1. Comes in a tad heavy. Gets 8. Leaves a 3-10. He was running the front 5 up till that shot. Andrew comes in light. He gets 4, leaves the bucket. Here's Riley now. Riley comes in tad heavy through the head pin. Leaves 8. Leaves the 6-10. Swanton bowler 1. He got 1 out of the 2. Leaves an open there in the 6th frame. Andrew looking to cover. Comes in a bit light on that one. Gets 3 out of the 4. Here's Riley's spare attempt. He gets it. Swanton bowler number 2 up now on lane 1. Looked like a decent shot. He got 9, leaves 2 pin. 4 pin, I'm sorry. Slade McCorkle now on lane 2. Comes in just a tad heavy, leaves the 10. Running up now on 4, coming light. Misses the head pin, he gets 8, leaves the 1-2 behind. Swanton bowler 2 picked up his spare on lane 1. Swanton on 3. Brennan spare attempt now. Gets it. Good cover. Andrew Gallagher now on 1. Gets 9. That was a decent shot. Riley couldn't see if it came in light. It looked like he got 7. 2, 8, 10 left behind. Hunter leaves the 10 pin. Andrew covers his spare. Hunter covers his spare. Riley now on 4, looking to get his. Gets the 2. A little difficulty on that one. Did what he had to do, he got the 2 pins. Slade missed his spare attempt on 1. Swanton bowler left the 5 pin. Coach Babs must not be liking what he's seeing here. Looks like a lot of missed spares, so he's rallying up the troops, getting them going. Let's see how they respond here. Hunter's shot on 1. Comes in a tad heavy, gets 9. Left the 4 pin behind. Brennan shot now. Look good, he got them all. Brennan, a newly converted 2-handed bowler. He bowled 1-handed last year. Towards the end of the season, started messing around, figured out he bowled a little bit better 2-handed, and he decided to stick with it. So, got Riley with a strike on 3. Here's Andrew now up on 2. got 9. Lane conditions must be giving them a little bit of fits. Can't seem to get the reaction that they're wanting. Andrew's spare attempt now. He covers his. Slade McCorkle now on 2. Comes in heavy, gets 8. Brennan Babcock up on 4. Slade goes to cover his spare. He gets it. Brennan's ball on the way. Comes in a little light, gets 8. He's the 2-8. Another strike on 1 for Swanton. Hunter now up on 2. He gets a good ball, gets them all to fall. Brendan covers his spare. Andrew gets a good looking strike there. Riley comes in a tad light, gets 7. He's the 2-4-5. There's Slade now on 1. Let Slade look like he went Brooklyn, but he gets them all. Riley goes to cover, he gets it. Good spare by Riley. Hunter with a good looking strike there on lane 1. Brennan now. Brennan with a decent looking ball. He gets 9. Leaves the 4 behind. There's a strike for Swanton on lane 2. Brennan gets his cover. Here's Andrew now on 2. He gets 9. He's the 5 pin. Riley up now on 3. Good looking ball by Riley. He gets them all to fall. Andrew now on 2 to cover his 5. He gets it. Spare on lane 4 for Swanton. Andrew, last ball, 10th frame. Comes in heavy, gets 9. Andrew's first game finishes with a 169. Strike on lane 4 for Swanton. Another strike on lane 1 for Swanton. It's a spare for lane 3 for Swanton. Slade and Brennan up now. Brennan with a good looking ball, he gets 9. Slade with a good ball, he gets them all to fall. Swanton's bowler number 1 finished his first game with a 201. Second ball, 10th frame for Swanton 2, he gets 9. Brennan went to cover, left it inside. Misses. Brennan finished his first game with a 195. Slade leaves the 5-7 on his first ball in the 10th frame. Riley's first ball comes in a tad light, gets 8. Swanton bowler 2 up on lane 1 finishes his game with a 268. It's a good game by him. Slade finishes his game with a 149. Riley looking to cover, he gets it. Hunter, not sure what happened there, but he leaves the 7-10 behind. Hunter had a strike in the 8th and 9th. So that's not a good place to leave it, but sometimes that's how it falls. Hunter gets 1, Riley gets 8. Hunter finishes his game with a 156. Riley finishes his game with a 190. So recap, that's Andrew Gallagher finished with a 169. Slade McCorkle finished with a 149. Hunter Ehlers finished his game with a 156. Brennan Babcock finished his first game with a 195, and Riley Ehlers with a 190. We had Swanton 1 finished with a 201. Swanton 2 finished with a 268. Swanton 3 finished with a 120. Swanton 4 finished with a 114. And Swanton 5 now. Second ball looking to cover his spare. He does. He'll get one more to wrap up this first game. Last final ball on the way. It's a good looking shot by him. He finishes with a strike. He finishes his game with a 153. So after that first match, the boys finished their game with a total of 859, and the Swanton co-ed team finished with an 856. So the boys are only up by 3 pins after game 1. Let's see if game 2 improves at all. Going back to Saturday's endeavors, Leaving here early in the morning, got a long bus ride down to Columbus, looking to get that state kickoff going. Hopefully we do well. I mean, we have lots of talent on these teams, so hopefully we compete well down there. Be a long day. I think the format's going to be 2 full games, 6 bakers. Then they'll go into the breakdowns. This will be our first test as far as like a state competition shot. Hopefully we do well. So if you guys are interested, make sure you set your timers and log in to watch us on Saturday. Again, that'll be 2 separate streams, one for the boys, one for the girls. You'll just have to find out which one you want to watch. Flip back and forth if you want. Chris will be covering the boys. I will be covering the girls. Again, that's this coming Saturday, and I believe it starts at noon. So be watching for that. Right now, the boys and girls are both sitting at 2-0, beating Miller City and Defiance. Here we go. Andrew getting game 2 started on lane 2. He's got a good looking ball to start this game off. Brennan now, he comes in heavy, almost Brooklyn. Gets 9, leaves the 3-pin. Swanton bowler 1 up, he gets 9, leaves the 10-pin. Slade now on lane 2. Slade came in, it looked a little light, got 9, leaves the 7-pin. Brennan covers his spare. Swanton bowler 1 missed his spare attempt on lane 1. Left it just a tad inside. Here's Slade now looking to cover up his 7. Kisses the right side of it, gets it to fall. Swanton just misses a spare on lane 3. Here's Riley now. Riley with a good looking strike. Swanton's bowler 2 comes in a tad heavy, gets 9, leaves the 6-pin. Up on lane 2 is freshman newcomer Fox Taylor. He starts off with 7. Swanton's bowler 2 leaves his too far left, misses his spare attempt. Fox now looking to cover. And he does. Good cover there. Andrew up now on lane 1. Oof. Gets 8. Leaves the 4-9. Swanton bowler 1 comes in light, gets 7. The 1-2-4. Andrew looking to cover his. He got the lead pin. Didn't quite get it far enough left. Brennan's shot on the way. Brennan comes in light. Looks like he sent it right down the middle, leaves the 5-pin behind. Slade up now on 1. Slade with a good looking strike. Brennan covers his 5. Not sure if Swanton bowler there stumbled a little bit, but he drops his in the channel. Fox Taylor now on 1, comes in light. Looks like he leaves the 210. Riley now on 3. Good looking ball by Riley. That's another strike for him. He starts out game 2 for him with 2 strikes. Brennan with back-to-back 9 spares. Let's see if he can get them all to fall here. We got Fox going for his spare attempt. He gets 1. Brennan with a good-looking ball there. He finally gets them all to fall. Riley now. He gets it to fall. Last second drop there. We'll have to get a score correction. Andrew looking to cover here, and he gets it. Slade comes in light, leaves the bucket. 2-4-5-8. Swanton girl just misses spare on lane 4. We got Brennan now on 3. Looking to see if he can get another strike. Another good looking ball there. Slade goes to cover. Oof. Comes in a little left, gets 3, leaves the 5 pin. Andrew comes in heavy straight through the head pin, gets 9. Riley comes in heavy straight through the head pin, leaves 8. Leaves the 3-6. Fox Taylor on 2. Good looking ball there, he gets a strike. Goes to cover, gets it. Riley gets his just a tad too far out right. Gets 1 of the 2. Swanton Bowler 5 gets a Brooklyn strike on lane 4. Here's Slade now on lane 1. Didn't quite see what happened, but Slade leaves the 8-10 split. Brennan looking for a third. He gets it. That's 3 strikes in a row for Brennan now. Slade gets the field goal, splits them right between the middle. Riley up now on 4. Good looking ball there. He gets 9, leaves the 10 pin. Wait. Nope. Looked like the pin wanted to roll over there and get another one for him, but Fox now on 1. Fox comes in a little light, gets 7, excuse me. Riley spare attempt. Drops it down just at the last second. or two with a spare on lane 2. Fox spare attempt on the way. Here's Andrew now on lane 2. Good looking ball there. He gets them all to fall. Wildcat boys coaches this year, Randy Babcock, Randy Schwagert, conversing there in the middle. Slade's ball on the way. Slade goes Brooklyn, gets 8. It's like the 5-9, yep. We got Brennan up again on lane 3. He gets another good looking strike. Good shot, Brennan. Slade with a spare attempt. And he gets it. Andrew comes in a tad heavy. Gets 8. Slade's ball comes in, Fox's ball comes in light. Here's Riley. Riley gets 9. Leaves the 4-pin behind. Andrew looking to get his 2. And he does. Like Fox has the 1-2-8. Sleeper back there. And he gets it. It's a good cover by Fox. Riley gets his spare. There's Slade now on lane 1. Slade looked like he came through the head pin again. Gets 8. This is a 6-10. Swanton gets another strike on lane 2 there. That's 2 in a row for him now. Brennan swung it just a tad too far out to the right. Didn't quite come back like he wanted it to. Slade gets his spare. Brennan got the 2-8-10 here that he's going to try and get. Gets the 2. Good job, Brennan. Solid 10-pin there on lane 2 for Swanton. Here's Fox now up on lane 1. He goes Brooklyn, but he gets them all to fall. Riley now on 3. Came in just a tad heavy. Leaves the 4-pin. Spare on the way for Riley now. Looks good, you got it. Andrew up now on lane 2. There we go. Andrew looked like he had a decent ball. Looked like the 7 was going to stay, but some of the other pins had something to say about that. Slade now on lane 2. Slade with a good looking ball. He gets a strike. Swanton lane 3 got a strike. Solid 6 pin by Swanton on lane 1. Here's Fox now on 2. He gets another strike. Brennan goes a little left to the head pin, leaves 10 pin. Strike for Swanton on lane 2. Brennan going to cover, leaves it inside. Andrew with a good looking ball, he gets another strike. Riley comes in heavy, straight through the head pin. He gets 8. Leaves the 3-10. Here's Slade now on 1. Slade's ball looked pretty good. He gets 8, leaves the 5-7. Slade gets one of his 2. Riley covers his. There's Brennan now. Brennan with a good looking ball. He gets them all to fall. Not happy with it though. Let's see if he can get back on track. Here's Andrew now, lane 2. Andrew with a strike. 3 in a row for him now. Fox looking to cover his. Just misses outside. Riley's ball on the way, lane 4. Riley with a good looking shot there. He gets them all. Slade comes in light. He gets 8. Leaves the 1-2. Slade gets a nice spare there. Ooh, Swanton just misses a spare on 3. Swanton 1 gets his spare. Fox now on lane 2. Comes in Brooklyn, he gets 8. Leaves the 6-10. Excuse me, that's 9-10. Fox spare attempt on the way. He got one. Five-pin spare there for Swanton on lane 4, 3. Oof. Swanton up on lane 4. Slid the 1 pin over the 2 spot. I go set that pin back up. Brennan comes in light. Gets 7. It's a 2-4-5. Swanton just misses his spare on 4. Brennan spare attempt on the way now. Got it. Running with a 7-10 or a 7 spare here in the 10th frame. Last ball. It's 8. Brennan finishes that game with a 201. Andrew had 5 in a row up there. He got 8 here on the second ball in the 10th frame. Gets the 10 pin. Still, that's a good game by Andrew. He finishes game 2 with a 214. It's a much better game from the first one. Riley got 6 on his first ball in the 10th. Here's Slade now. Slade comes in heavy, gets 8. Leaves the 310. Riley looking to cover. And he does. He'll get another ball here. Swanton's first ball in the 10th is a strike. Slade missed his spare. He finished his game with a 148. Swanton bowler 1 finished his game with a 194. Riley's last ball is a good looking strike. He finishes his second game with a 192. Here's Fox now up on lane 1. Goes Brooklyn, he gets 7. 2-6-10, 3-6-10. Swanton now lane 2, second ball, 10th frame, he gets another strike. Fox looking to cover, and he does. Fox will get a third ball here. So Swanton bowler 3 finished with a 92, bowler 4 finished with a 128, and 5 finished with a 147. Last ball now, Swanton 2, lane 2. Good looking strike there. He finished his second game with a 151. Here's Fox's last ball now. Came in Brooklyn, but he got a strike. Fox finishes his game with a 157. So that game was a 9-12 for the Wildcats and a 7-12 for the Bulldogs. So totals after 2 games, Napoleon with a 17-71 and Swanton with a 15-68. Wildcats are now up 203 pins going into the Bakers. Coaches are talking over what they want to do here, setting their rosters up for the first Baker. Looks like we're going to do our Baker games here on lanes 3 and 4. There's Fox starting out Baker game number 1 with a strike for the Wildcats. Swanton comes in a little light, gets 7. Jacob Donnet, another freshman, he gets a strike for the Wildcats. Here's Hunter Ehlers. Looked like he came in a tad heavy, but he gets them all to fall. So that's 3 in a row for the boys here. Brennan here bowling in the 4 spot. He came in heavy, gets 8. Leaves the 3-8, 3-9. Swanton started out with a 7-2, then a strike. Now the third bowler, she gets 6. Brennan gets his spare to cover. There's Riley now. Riley with a good looking strike. So after the first 5, that's strike, 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 8 spare, and strike for the Wildcats. Fox now looking to double up his. He comes in light, gets 8. Fox looks to cover. Just misses the front pin, gets 9. Swanton with another open in there, Baker. Here's Jacob now. Jacob comes in a little light, gets 6. 1, 2, 4, 10. It's a strike for Swanton. Jacob hoping to cover here. He gets the 1, 2, 2 out of the 4. Hunter looking to get things back on track here. He comes in heavy. He gets 8. Leaves the 3, 10. Hunter just misses his spare. So after a hot start by the boys there, they have 3 opens now. Brennan keeps it going here with a strike. See if Riley can finish out strong. Riley comes in heavy, gets 9, leaves the 3 pin. Riley gets his cover. He'll get 1 more here in the 10th. Last ball. Good looking shot there by Riley. Finishes that game off with a strike. First Baker game for the boys is a 183. Swanton now in the 8th frame. She gets 1. So strike in the 9th. Came in a little light, gets 7. The 4-8-10. Ooh, that was close. Got a little advice from his coach there. He tried to go for it. Just misses left. Swanton's first Baker game was a 121. Switch lanes here. Fox starting out with a strike again. There's Jacob now, second frame. He comes in a little light, gets 9, leaves the 10 pin. Swanton starts out their second Baker with a strike as well. Jacob looking to cover here. Oh, swings it out just a tad too far to the right, drops it down in the channel. Swanton just misses a spare on lane 2. Brennan gets his spare. Riley with a good looking strike. Fox looking to double up here. Looks good. Ooh, good looking shot there, leaves the 9 pin. Swanton's bowler came in Brooklyn, gets 9, leaves the 3. Fox gets his spare. Jacob now gets his ball a little too far out. Gets 8, leaves the 1-2. Should be able to cover this. Jacob's spare attempt on the way. Looks good. Gets it. Spare on 3 there for Swanton. Hunter, he's looking for 2 strikes this game, and he gets it. It's a 9 count for Swanton there on lane 3. Here's Brennan. Brennan with another strike. O'Reilly, first ball, 10th frame. Leaves it a bit outside. Gets 7. A 1-2-8. It's a strike for Swanton there in frame 8, lane 3. Riley goes to cover. He gets it. He'll get another ball. It's back-to-back strikes there for the Bulldogs. Last ball, game 2. Riley finishes that game with a strike. Wildcats finish game 2 with a 193. Swanton's first ball, 10th frame. Gets a 9 count, leaves a solid 10 pin. Swanton looking to cover his. Drops it down the channel. If he would have picked that up and struck, they would have tied Napoleon with a 193. But they finished that game with a 181. So after 2 games and 2 Bakers, the Wildcats have a 21-47 and the Bulldogs have an 18-70. Looks like we're just going to stay where we're at for these. Last Baker game. Fox up again, starting it out. He gets a 9 count, leaves the 4 pin. Swanton starts out that game with an 8 count, leaves the 5-10. Fox fair on the way. Looks good, he got it. Swanton's spare attempt on the way. Just misses the 5 pin. Jacob's ball now. Came in a tad light. He leaves the bucket. Jacob's spare looks good. He got it. Good spare there. Hunter now, third frame. Good looking shot there by Hunter. Slade with a good ball, sends a messenger over to take that 10-pin out. Back-to-back strikes for the Wildcats. Andrew here, ball and anchor for the Wildcats. He gets a strike. So after 2 spares, Wildcats finish the front 5 with 3 strikes. Fox now, 6th frame. Came in heavy, he gets 9. Leaves the 3-pin. Good spare by Fox. Jacob's ball came in a tad heavy. He got 9. Leaves the 4-pin. On the way, gets it. Good cover there by Jacob. Here's Hunter, 8th frame. Good looking shot. Another messenger pin by Hunter, gets 10 to go. Slade, 9th frame. Good looking shot there. Solid 10-pin. Spare on the way, got it. Andrew, first ball, 10th frame. Came in heavy, went straight through the head. It's 7. Spare on the way here. He gets it. Last ball, 10th frame. Looking shot and finishes that game with a strike. Wildcats with a good third Baker game there, finishing that one with a 2-11. Swanton with a 7 spare in the 8th, followed by a 9 right here in the 9th. See if she can cover this. First ball, 10th frame here for Swanton. Comes in heavy, straight through the head pin. Leaves a mess. Got 5. 4, 6, 7, 9, 10. You got 3. Swanton finishes that third Baker game with a 97. So today's totals being posted here shortly. Boys finished with a $23.58 and Swanton finished with a 19.67. So boys today are victorious by 391 pins, with a 181 average. So after a slightly slow start by the Wildcats, they seem to bounce back in the game too. A couple good Baker games, finished out strong, defeating Swanton for their third victory of the year, remaining unbeaten. Again, we will be in action on Saturday. If you're not busy and you want to watch, please do. Support the Wildcats all season if you can. And that'll be it for today. Thanks for watching.